and welcome to class. Today we are going to be learning about regular verbs in the present tense. My email is jones52008@gmail.com. Again, that's jones52008@gmail.com. Here is our helpful information. A noun, verb, subject, adjective, pronoun, object, affirmative, yes, negative, no, singular, which is one, plural, two or more, and question. You will be seeing these terms many times this semester, so please refer to this chart if you forget. Also, we have our sentence structure. Again, this is for later practice, and for your homeworks, you will have to write in English. So here is the sentence structure for you to follow. Last week, we talked about the be verb. And here is its singular form. I am, you are, he, she, it is. And its plural form. We are, you are, they are. Remember that you can be singular or plural. If it's singular, it means one you, one person. If it is plural, it is all of you, a group of people. We're going to start the class with a story. Remember, I told you in your study notes you should be reading in English every day. So we will also have a story for you to practice. They often go to Noragon. Ji-young is Jong-hoon's sister. She's still a student. She has lots of friends, but she doesn't have a boyfriend. Her best friend is Kyeon. They go to a Noragon, or singing room, every weekend, and they like to sing ballads. Ji-young feels proud of her friend and gives her advice about singing. She studies architecture in a small college and enjoys it very much. She has very good design skills and makes beautiful plans. She doesn't study hard though, and thinks the course is very easy. You should study even if the course is easy. Okay, the story we just read was written in the present tense. Present tense describes things that are happening now, not in the past and not in the future. Today, we will be focusing on regular verbs in present tense. Verbs express the action of the sentence. So we're going to be talking about the actions happening now, verbs in the present tense. A regular verb is one that follows normal spelling rules when you change it to the past tense. I know that's very confusing, but basically a regular verb is a verb that follows normal spelling rules. So when your teacher gives you the spelling rules, you know there's always a but. This word doesn't do that. So regular verbs, they all follow the rules. There is no but. We will cover past tense at a later time, and you'll see why it's important. What are the verbs or the actions in these pictures? So take a moment to look. What are these people doing? All right, number one, eat. 2, dance. 3, sing. 4, walk. She is eating. She is dancing. They are singing. She is walking. She eats. She dances. They sing. She walks. When you're writing in the present tense, here are the spelling rules to follow. Here are the spelling rules to follow. So we have 3 different rules. Number 1, add S to the verbs that end in a consonant, a vowel, or an E. It's just about everything. So you add S to the verb. So eat becomes eats. He eats. Play becomes plays. She plays. Give becomes gives. The teacher gives. You add an ES to the verbs that end in CH, S, SH, and Z. So, or X, sorry. So, from watch becomes watches, go, that ends in O, becomes goes. 3, change the Y to I and add ES. So you take out the Y, add IES to these verbs that end in Y. So worry becomes worries, cry becomes cries. And it's specifically a consonant and a Y. So RY, consonant Y, you do IES. Here in play, this is an A, a vowel. So that's why you only add an S. Only change it if it's a consonant, Y. Okay, so spelling rules in use. Here is a chart to make it a little easy to understand. The spelling rules only apply to the pronouns he, she, or it. The others use the base form of the verb. So if you are using the subject I, you, they, or we, you're going to use the base. I eat. You watch. They worry. We eat. If you're using the pronouns he, she, or it, the subject, then is where you use the spelling rules. So he eats. She watches. It worries. To be clear, you only use it for he, she, and it. So for example, you would not say we worries or they eats. You only use the spelling change for he, she, or it. Here is how we ask and answer a question using our present tense regular verbs. So here is your pronouns, your subject. And question 1, do I look handsome? You have 2 answer choices, the affirmative, yes, or the negative, no. So, do I look handsome? Yes, you do. No, you don't. Pay attention to these asking and answering questions. This comes up in your speaking test. So if I say, do I look handsome? You should not respond, yes, I look handsome. It needs to be, yes, you do. So make sure the subject stays the same. If the subject is I, you need to respond with you. Now we have the subject you. Do you go home? Now we've switched it. Do you go home? Yes, I do. No, I don't. So in the first question, do I look handsome? I'm asking about me. So you should respond about me. Yes, you do. The second question, I'm asking about you. I'm asking about you. So you should respond, I. Yes, I do. Please look at this chart later and refer to it with your homework. You can also use them in making a statement. So you have an affirmative, a yes statement, or a negative, no statement. To use the negative, you must use a helping verb, do. So if you're making a statement is when you say a fact, something that is true. So fact, I like chocolate. If you were to say no, I do not like chocolate. So you cannot say I not like chocolate. You have to add that helping verb do. I do not like chocolate. They eat their lunch. They do not eat their lunch. Here are some notes at the bottom. Here are some contractions you will see in English writing. So instead of saying do not, you will see don't. Instead of does not, you will see doesn't. In the negative, verbs are in the base forms for all pronouns. So let's go back a few slides. Here. So we learned here that to use the base for I, you, they, we, but you change it for he, she, it. Those are the spelling rules. However, if you say no, everyone uses the base. So normally if you said yes, it would be he talks. You see how you changed it. But for negative, it's he does not talk. No S. No S. He does not talk. So you would not say he does not talks. It's he does not talk. She does not worry. It does not eat its lunch. Or did not eat its lunch. So for this, making a negative, everybody uses the base form. Here is some practice. So remember when I told you to spend 30 minutes doing homework every night? Here is how you'll spend some of those minutes. We have 3 sections today. Section A, you're going to find the correct word and change the spelling. So here are the words you're going to use in the word box. Read the sentence and write the correct word using the correct spelling. So, she blank to read books. She likes to read books. Since the subject is she, it has to change the ending to likes. Section B, you're going to write do or don't, does and doesn't, and make sure you check the verb spelling. So this one takes 2 steps. You have to decide if they do or don't do something, and then look at the verb and make sure it has the correct spelling. So for example, she doesn't like watermelon. Likes is not correct because of the subject she, so you cross that out. Section C, number 3. You're going to make a sentence using the verbs. And again, make sure you check the verb spelling. So section A and B are fill in the blanks. Section C, you need to make your own sentence using these words. So basically, you need to put the words, it's a word jumble, put the words in the correct order to make a sentence. Make sure you check the subject, the pronoun, so that you use the proper verb spelling. Okay, when you are finished with this PowerPoint and the videos that we send you, please take the online quiz. Have a great day.